today we're reacting to Inmate smashes officer and this happened by Bill Feezy. Free my nigga Bill, bro. I know it's been a little bit since we've done one of these videos. I've been trying to add some different content as well as been streaming, and I don't really want to react to these on stream, but I'm gonna make sure I keep bringing these back. I'm gonna put these videos up as well as with the other ones, man. Free my Bill, bro. Hope you're doing good, you know what I'm saying, and everything's straight in there. So pull up to the Twitch too. I'll be streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at about 5-6 p.m. I'll throw one in there either Saturday or Sunday. I don't know which days. Those are random. I'll let you know when those days come. I'll just pull up on stream, man. Let's do it.
Bill, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're new here and you don't really know what I be having going on, I tell stories about the prison, about how bad it is, how dangerous it can get, and just about the street life in general, with hopes of motivating somebody to make better decisions, to change their mind about committing crime and just live a good lifestyle. Whatever it is you want to accomplish or achieve in life, you can do it the legit way. You don't have to break the law.
Real
and
nigga.
end up going to prison, because you could go to prison and never make it out.
Do the right thing. I've been telling y'all for 2 years, stay out the streets, that shit weak. Oh, you gang, make a mistake, them gon' whoop your feet. Sound.
My nigga Bill. I need to bump that. Do the right thing. No, I need to bump that.
Been telling y'all for 2 years, stay out the streets, that shit weak. Oh, you gang, make a mistake, them gon' whoop your feet. Sound too goofy to me. When I'm tired, you gotta leave. Nobody around when I catch Z's. I had a dream, the person I love the most killed me in my sleep.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though?
My nigga rapping.
Easy. Hey, man, I just came from outside. I just want to grab something to eat. But when I say it's cold as hell out there, hands cold, toes cold, everything. Easy. Jack Frost on the nigga. This finna be crazy, bro. This is a crazy one right here. So, we getting up early one morning now. I'm expecting to go pick up this pack today. Let me take this down to AirPod. I'm expecting to go pick up this pack today. This is one of the mornings I'm going to breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I usually don't go to breakfast, but this particular morning, I make a decision to go to breakfast. I'm not physically grabbing the pack. I sent somebody else, but I need to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I need to see, because people be trying to be slick sometimes, and then I just need to see if anything going left, is any police out here. My roommate, Nike, I got him on point too. He be helping me out sometimes. Like if I ain't, feel me, I don't feel like it, or if I can't get through here, he'll try, you know what I'm saying? So we both up getting ready for breakfast. We both excited as hell, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling so good, bro, because shit, it's finna come through. We finna be straight today, you know what I'm saying? Compound been a little dry too. This finna be a good day. Cold as hell though, it's wintertime. Feel me? So I gotta make sure I hit my face with the Vaseline a couple lathers, because
Nigga face get dry. I already know it.
you got dry skin like me, and you walk out there and Jack Frost out there.
Yo shit, white. My shit get dry right here. My shit white. You go get your lips right. Man, put some Aquaphor on my shit right now. Your shit white. It's Caucasian. You understand?
Where you get to looking dry and flaky and crunchy and crispy real fast. You know what I'm saying? So the lady finally called, y'all. We go out there. She at the end of the gate. As I'm walking up to the gate, she at the end of the gate like, whoo, shit. Whoo, shit. I'm like, Miss Zink, why the hell you ain't got no coat on, girl? She like, I left my damn coat. I've been trying to go get it. They talking about I can't leave the post. I got to wait till after y'all finish.
Oh, shit. You know you been cold. You nigga know you been cold when you hit one of them. Woo. You know you cold when you get to your car and you just start spazzing in that bitch. You just start spazzing. You can't even, because you waiting on the heat to cut on.
Shit. I'm like, how the hell you leave a jacket in the car? You been here since 5 this morning. I know it was even colder now. But see, Miss Zink, she's so flaky. She's so frivolous. She probably had something going on that wasn't studying that jacket, because she, you know, I don't know facts. I don't know 100%. I don't know facts. But it's been rumored for a very long time that she's with all that you know, she's selling it, she bringing stuff, dropping it, you know, she all kinds of stuff. She ain't playing. She's known to be a little flaky. I'm talking about, brother, the way the wind cutting, we got these big blue Department of Correction coats on, and I'm still cold. You know what I'm saying?
Piercing through that shit.
So she was like, y'all go ahead. So I got one more bid in the room. Woo, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, you want me to give you my coat? She was like, boy, I ain't finna get in trouble wearing your coat. I said, no, Ms. Zink, you know, I got a black coat. I got a black jacket in there. It's kind of, it ain't as thick as this, but it's a free wear coat. She's like, boy, how the hell you get a coat? I said, you know how this stuff go. Now, come on, don't ask me all these questions. She said, so it ain't came from the prison. I said, hell no. She said, so how they ain't never found it? I said, bro, when they come do shakedowns,
you want my goddamn coat or not, man? I know you ain't trying to get in trouble, and it's starting to sound enticing, but damn.
The same way I hide other stuff, because if they see it, And you know, they know it ain't something they issue. They'll say it's contraband, which it is, and they'll take it. But you know, when it's them times where they ain't studying us or ain't no bells, no officers on the compound, I wear the black coat, you know what I'm saying? Wear free, feel a little free world for a minute. So she was like, shit, yeah, go grab it. So I told her, like, you might want to walk up here a little bit too, you know what I'm saying? So I go back in my room. I go up under my mat where I had it like folded up at. I grab the coat, I stick it inside the coat that I got on now. So when I was walking back out the room, she out there screaming, last call for child, last call. If your ass ain't out here in 20 seconds, you through. So you still got people running out the room. Hold on, Miss Zink, hold on. People running out. You could tell some people just rolled out. That mean they ain't washed their face, brushed their teeth or nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I get down there, she looking at me, but I got my hands like this. She probably looking, trying to see like, this nigga really got a coat or something? So when I was walking up to the door, I was telling her like, back up to the salad pot a little bit. But it was this one dude coming. He was like the last one. She's sitting there like this. And I just waited till he came out. She was like, ooh, Bill, close that door. Whoever ain't came out, they over with. And I closed the door. When I was turning to close the door, I pulled the coat out and handed it to her like that. And it's dark as hell right here in this salad pot. So she grabbed it real quick. She opened it to look at it, I guess to make sure it don't say DOC on it or none of that. She put that coat on, zipped it all the way up. And then we went walking down. Nike has kept going, cause I see him way up there on the walk somewhere. He trying to pay attention to the move. So when we walking down, she was like, "Oh shit, this coat warm." She said, "Appreciate it." I was like, and she was like, "Shit, he'll probably be back in your room by the time you get back from chow, cause I'm gonna take it off. They're gonna eventually let me go grab mine out the car." So I was like, "Okay, that's bad." I said, "You know what room I'm in?" She said, "Yeah, boy, I know what room you in." I said, "Shit, Miss Zink, man, you ain't talked that many times. How you know what room I'm in? That means you be watching me. Hold on, so that means you be watching me? And you got my coat on?" Now, that's only something a couple would do. You would be watching your man, and you would be wearing your man coat if it get too cold outside. So, Ms. Zink, basically, shit, when you accepted that coat, me and you basically go together. So she started laughing. She told me, "Boy, I ain't got time to down play with you. Come on, bring your ass down here so I can lock this gate and go let that other building out." She told me, "Yeah, I know what room you in. You and your roommate both some chocolate fine little things."
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Okay, shit. I said, "But I ain't with that. Hey," I said, "We can do a poly relationship, but it ain't gonna be me, you, and my roommate. It's gonna have to be me, you, and another girl. Cause I ain't with all that." The girl died laughing. She said, "Boy, take your crazy ass on the chow." And then when I got ready to walk out, she said, "Bill, what the hell you doing going to chow anyway? I don't never see you going no breakfast." I said, "Hey man, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do." She like, "Your ass probably going to get something, probably going to drop off or pick up some contraband." I said, "Nah, I ain't doing that." So she was locking the gate. We went walking this way. She was like, "I don't know. You never know what you be. You be too quiet. You be in that damn room too much." I was like, "Hey man, that's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different ways of doing their time. That's just the way I do my time." So she was like, "Yeah, that means you got a cell phone up in there, you." You know, usually I'd be like, "Hell no, I ain't got no phone," but you know, well, her.
You finessing.
For a long time, that Miss Zink with it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Shit, I might got one of that." She like, "Boy, I know you do. I've been working in the prison too long." She said, "The way you move, you and your roommate both got a phone." She said, "The way y'all move, just be in that room. When you come out the room, you be being a little too quiet. You know, from what I can see, you don't really be having too much interactions going on with other people."
Yeah.
She said, "You got something going on. Yeah, you got some motion, Bill. You might got some money or something." So shit, well, you might need to get something from me then. She looked up. She was like, "Boy, don't play with me." But by this point, we was at the other building, so I had to keep walking around.
This nigga Bill finessing this girl.
When I went to chow, the first person I went to looking for, so when I walked through the door with Nike, I see him sitting down eating. As soon as I looked at him, he did just like this, thumbs up, letting me know that bro who grabbed me is secured, everything straight. So I'm like, "I bet." So I grab my tray, I go sit down next to Nike. We just talking in codes because there's two other people at this table, you know, just to not put nobody else in the business or whatever. And he telling me like, "Yeah, everything was smooth. It went exactly the way you wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Exactly how it's supposed to go." So I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah, that was up." So I went to tell him about old girl. I was like, "Bro, she slick choose both of us, bro." He was like, "What you mean?" I was like, "Bro, she talking about you and your roommate both some fine chocolate Hershey kisses." I just added a little extra sprinkle on top of it. Just, make it sound a little. He started laughing. He like, "Man, you lying." I said, "Bro, I swear she said that, bro." So he was asking me like what I was doing and shit. I told him I gave her my coat, whatever. So we leave out from there. We're going walking back this way, but the building I need to get to is the one directly before mine on this side of the yard, not that side. I could get over there easy, but I need to get it from right here. But they trying to rush us and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like once we get on the walk, the officer that's up here by the chow hall. So me and Nike both walking real slow and stuff like that. So Miss Zink done came back out there. She at the end of the thing, she still got my coat on. So she calling him. She like, "Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, shit. It's cold out here. Come on, so I can lock this gate now. Been done locked y'all inmates out here." So I told him, I said, "Look, bro, run over there real quick. Go tell Miss Zink this bill down here. Tell her I really just need to get through this gate. I got to grab something from my homeboy. He right there in the salad pot. Bro who grabbed it from me that's in this building. I see him standing in the salad pot. but the salad port is locked. So the officer not tripping about him not being in the dorm because the salad port is locked. So they're not worried about nobody getting hurt or nothing, because even if somebody run up to this salad port, all he got to do is take 2 steps back.
Yeah.
And then you can do to him. You know what I'm saying? You can't touch him. He said whatever to him, and then she came walking real fast this way. And she was pulling the keys out. When she got close, she looked up at me, then she looked over there. She said, oh, yeah, and that boy right there, I know he be on the bullshit. I know he be doing shit. And now you need to get up here. See, I told your ass you was coming out here for a certain reason. Your little fine chocolate self. I knew you would come out here for a certain reason. Like, okay.
Yeah, now she ain't playing. When they start doing that, any woman, then they done let out some type of compliment, and you received it well, and she feel comfortable. Oh yeah, now you gonna be receiving them.
Make one more flirtatious indication, and you know, yeah.
Somebody
she unlocked the gate, so I took off running up there real fast. Bro was pulling it out of his pants. It was a big ass bomb of tobacco, so I just grabbed it real quick, stuck it in my pants. I was like, I got you, folks, I got you. He was like, all right, say less. He went in the dorm, so I came back out. I'm speed walking, so we get back in the dorm. She get back in the salad port. Then I hear the door click, like click, click, like our door. She clicked the door, trying to get our attention. So Nike jumped up. He went and looked out the door. He opened the door and looked out of it. He turned back and looked at me. He was like, hey, she at the salad port doing like this. He was like, but she got to be talking to you, because I just wasn't talking to her. I was like, shit, go see what she want real quick, bro. You know, I'm trying to goddamn feel me. So I'm in there trying to unwrap the stuff, to counted everything, make sure all my stuff is accounted for. Nike go down there. He eventually come back upstairs. He like, bro, your ass wasn't lying. I said, what? He was like, what she said. I said, what she just said? He was like, bro, I went down there. She talking about, what's up, sexy chocolate ass boy? She said, but I wasn't looking for you. I was looking for that other sexy chocolate ass boy, your roommate up there. He was like, I told her, you doing something right now, but what's up, what you want? And she was like, him, and started smiling. And I was like,
damn.
All right, I'm gonna go. And before I walked away, she said, and you? So I'm like, what?
Damn, freak, yeah, man. Damn, oh my.
Like, bro, oh God, I'm like, you ain't trying with the number now? He like, nah, I'm trying to see what she want with you. I don't want to just jump. I said, nigga, she said she want you too. She said, it don't matter. You can do what you want to do. That ain't my girl. So he was like, nah, I'm gonna just let you holler. So I just put it all on the bed. I was like, just stay up here with this, bro, just in case real quick. So I run downstairs. I'm like, what's up?
And
like,
you.
Oh, boy, you want your coat back? I said, shit, you really can hold on to it as long as you need it till you able to go out there, you know what I'm saying, and get yours. She was like, what you had to go grab from that bitch? I was like, some cigarettes. She was like, for real? I was like, yeah. She was like, see, you know, I ain't no damn fool. I got down. You feel with your little fine, cute little chocolate self.
Damn. It's over with. All right, so since that's how you coming, then go ahead and.
Now at this point, I'm like,
yeah.
You know what, bro? It ain't even no point in not just, you know, hitting the gas for a dollar. It ain't even no point now, you know what I'm saying? So I told her, I'm like, shit, nah, that's you. That's you. You the fine one. That thing fat. I was looking at it the whole time we was outside when you got down.
Over with.
That thing shake. So she started like, she said, well, you a damn lie. I wasn't making nothing shake out there. I said, it was so cold. That bitch was shivering on his own, but it was shaking and shivering at the same time. You didn't even realize. So she started laughing. Now she just talking to me, like trying to get to know me. So what you got going on? What you locked up for? How long you in here for? Woo, woo, woo. I'm telling her, like, look, bro, you feel me? I really got something to do real quick, because I'm trying to have bruh stuff who grabbed it for me. I'm trying to separate his stuff real quick. And, you know, so when they come out, I can have
got some business to handle, for sure.
What I'm saying? Give him his stuff. And then, you know, people going to be ready to buy it. And then I'm trying to have
business
it
to handle,
quick together so I can hide it before the inspection comes. Feel me? So I kick it with her. I chop it up with her for a little bit. And then I told her, like, shit, bro, I got to run back upstairs. I got to do something real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I go up there. I told Nike, bro, go down there, chop it up with her for a minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Nike go down there. Nike had down there for a minute. So I had already told Nike before he left out the room, though, be on point for when that dorm over there, that building over there on this side go to chow. Let me know, because I got to run this out here to bro. So after about 30 minutes, I really was just finishing up what I needed to do with the Chris Brown CDs. And then I hear, say, C-Bill. So I get up, stick my head up the door. I'm like, yo. He was like, they getting ready to go, G. So I said, all right, say less. So I grabbed a couple scoops that I was going to take to bruh. I had already had it wrapped up and tied up in the fingers. You know, I told y'all we do it in the kitchen gloves. We just put it in the finger and fill it up and tie it up, and that's considered one scoop. So go downstairs. As soon as I went down there, I was looking. I see they dorm at the gate waiting to come through. So I told Ms. Zink, hey, let me run out here real quick. She was like, go ahead. She was like, hey, whatever you got going on, better not get caught. You better act like this salad poke was already unlocked. You better not say I unlocked it for you. I said, all right, for sure. So she popped the door, then she popped the salad poke. And I just waited till I seen them. Once they officially started walking through the gate, I just went to walking down there. And my homeboy, he was close towards the end of the line. And I just stuck it through the gate. He grabbed it, put it in his pocket, kept walking. So when I came back up there, Nike's still right here talking to her. So when I get in, she was like, hey, so y'all the kingpins, huh? Y'all the ones running shit, huh?
Hey, you too excited, bro. She tripping, man. So you gonna let us, what? Shit, it sound like only one nigga. This the thing. Nigga, top of nigga I am, I'm fucked up in this type of situation. And me and my roommate be like, hey, listen, my nigga. Either let me rock out one time and you get right, And you know, because at that point, that I'm already like, you ain't my girl. I just trying to get right real quick, and maybe you could bring some shit in or something.
That's what's going on. I said, man, ain't nobody no damn kingpins. You tripping? She was like, shit. She was like, hey, come here. I'm like, what's up? She was like, come here real quick. So Nike was already in the thing, so he scooted over, so I could kind of hear too. So I linked in the thing. I was like, what's up, Miss Ink? She was like, shit, I should have been fucking on y'all instead of fucking on these broke ass nigga risking my.
This hoe wild. This hoe is wild. Look at Bill. Free my nigga Bill, man. Real shit. This so right here is wild though.
My job should have been fucking with a nigga that got some money. So I'm like, man, you ain't fucking on nobody. Quit flexing. She said, you crazy as hell. And then Nike hit my arm. He said, nah, she ain't flexing. She ain't flexing. He said, and I can tell you what building he was in. So she got like big eyes. She said, what building? What building? Nike did like this to me, acting like he was whispering something. Nigga wasn't even saying nothing. Then he gonna look back in the thing and say, D building? Man, she fell out. He didn't even know. It's just, it was rumored. And she used to always be working in D building. That's the only reason he said that. So clearly whoever she was messing around with really was. So I told Nike, I'm like, hey, I'm finna shoot back upstairs, G. I said, man, get her number or something, man. Tell her we're gonna call her later on or something. So she was like, what you say? What you say? I said, man, I'm talking to my brother. She said, nah, nigga, you just said get her number or something. She was like, oh, so you the kingpin, you the big boss. You just like, hey, I got
golly, this hoe fuck anyway. As long as you got something going.
Get her number, we gonna call her later.
I couldn't imagine how she is in the free world, boy.
And I'm like, man, watch out, man. Me and my brother both bosses, man. You know what I'm saying? But I push off anyway. That really gave me more fire to the fuel when she said that. Cause I was like, shit. Now I got to make it look like I'm just a big boss. Now I got to walk off. Even if I ain't even had much to do for real. Nike ended up getting her number. Man, we talking to the girl on the phone. Man, the girl sending us naked pictures.
Yep. Just I was about to say, sending for show. All of that.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about she'll let us clap her cheeks, all kind of stuff, bro.
All of
it's
that.
So crazy because she wasn't even saying nothing like on nothing about no money, like pay me or nothing. I think
no,
she was
fuck with
ass.
me.
I think she's just one of them women that.
Yeah.
I think she was just one of them people that she just had a fetish for inmates, and you know sometimes you do things that you know you're not supposed to do for the thrill.
Yeah.
For the
she
thrill,
was on that.
I think with her, she was one of them type people. Like,
she was on that.
I honestly think she just had a fetish for letting inmates clap her cheeks. You know what I'm saying? So now we talking to Miss Zink every day. We done had her bringing us some food. We done both had private sessions with her on the video chat, one at a time in the room, nigga, one at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And bro, it really reached a point one day where she was like, I'm trying to let y'all smack cheeks for real. Like all jokes aside.
Yeah, this video shit, nah, real thing.
But she had some type of fetish where, number one, we're already in prison, but number two, she wanted it done at the same time. She told me, you know, she wanted me to be, you know, in the area where the sun don't shine, and then she told Brody she wanted him to be, you know, in the front area. But he was like, he don't care, but I told her straight up, I'm not with no shit like that. I don't do stuff like that. So we agreed to
one and one.
One at a time, though.
Yeah, one at a one.
Said, one at a time, player, one at a time. And we set it up one day, bro.
Yeah, one and one.
Early, super early in the morning. Me and Nike was up down there. I didn't even go to sleep for real.
Right.
And we sitting here talking about it. We're like, shit, who gonna go first? I'm like, shit, bro, let me go first. Let me do my thing first. He like, I don't even give a damn. Boy, it been like 7 years for me, but I don't even give a damn. I'm crazy. He was like, matter of fact, when the doors pop, I'm about to rush straight to the shower, take me a little quick shower real quick. He was like, I've been goddamn anticipating this, but you know, nigga body started sweating. I said, no.
It's like your first time in this bit.
Anticipating clapping no cheeks to the point my damn body started sweating, nigga. If you just a sweaty nigga, you know.
Bill, man, come on, Bill. This shit probably felt like the first time a nigga that got right in a mint. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Bill.
And then I slipped, thought the nigga be peeing on himself. Cause I be smelling pee sometimes. Then when I smell it, he'll jump up and run straight to the shower from the door. This ain't nothing new. This is something he be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I go down there. The other officer's still in there. You know what I'm saying? They getting ready to do the shift change. They just gotta they gotta report to her what happened on this shift before she came in. Like she's relieving her. You know what I'm saying? She keep looking up at me, smiling though. So the other girl finally leave. When the girl finally leave, I go to the flap. I say, hey, you know something I just noticed? She was like, what? I said, man, you still ain't gave me my damn jacket back. I just thought about it. As long as you done had my damn jacket, it's been quite a long time. So she started laughing. She told me, no, that jacket mine now. She was like, but shit, y'all ready? I said, yeah, hell yeah. I said, bro, just went and hit the shower real quick. I was like, shit, but I'm on point, though. I'm ready. She was like, all right, bet. She was like, I'm probably going to slide up there right before I call y'all. And then, you feel me, if we still...
I need something to cover my shit up, because the way you moving, I'm going to be in the cell fried.
I'll do the other one right when they leave out. Or shit, you know, you've been locked up for a minute, so it might not even take that long. Just tell Nike, just post up outside the door, shit. You might only be in there about 30 seconds. And then, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, say less. I don't give a damn how we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do it. Let's get it done. Now, I was pretty excited myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap. Nobody was out there. So I went walking back upstairs to the room. I was priming up. You know, you got to prime up to make sure, you know, you under control.
Yeah.
And she came out that side of the pole, and I seen her coming up them steps. And when she was coming up them steps, I started getting pretty excited. I went from this to this within a matter of seconds. Came, got a little closer. I pushed the door open real slowly. She stepped in the room. Instantly, as soon as she stepped in the room, she went to messing with her belt. You got to watch part 2 to see what happened next.
Bill! Man, where the fuck is it at, man?
Went from this to this within a matter of seconds. If y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not going to say the actual words, but y'all ain't slow, so y'all should get it. I watched her come out the salad pole, you know what I'm saying? She came up the steps. My heart started beating a little bit. I said, yeah, but that don't even feel real. As she approached closer, I pushed the door open. She stepped in. As soon as she stepped in, I pulled the door back up. She instantly went to messing with her belt. When she walked past me, you know, I smelled a little whiff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had a little bit of that but shit, we don't know what that could have been, no. Nigga might need to make it. Do I got some shit to cover myself or what?
It kind of smelled like a tad bit of must mixed with probably like a little small piece of a sardine or something. You know what I'm saying?
But thing is too though, you almost gotta expect that when you dealing with somebody like this, right?
I ain't tripped because I say, you know, sometimes women, you know,
long day.
I don't know what y'all do with y'all private areas, but sometimes, you know, you might smell a little whiff there. You know? So I said, you know, I ain't gonna hold it against her. I ain't gonna trip it now. So I had this sheet set up. I had one end of the corner of a sheet tied to the top of the vent, and I had the other end tied to the we had a toothbrush sticking through one of the holes like this on top of the box. So the other end of the sheet, the other end of the string is like this, so it's tied. So it's like when I stick it in the hole in the box, it makes it hard and stiff, so I can hang something over it. So I did that. I threw a blanket over that, so, you know, just can't nobody see no silhouettes or nothing. But I had already hit the light in the room anyway, you know what I'm saying? But you can still, it's still a little light from the window in the thing. So, you know, she go to messing around with her belt or whatever. So at this point, I done full-fledged whipped out. And I'm just like this, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay afloat. Because, you know, when you got a intrusive, you know, your mind be thinking of some intrusive craziness, you know, you can go from here real fast. Mm-hmm. So when she comes, you know, finally get the belt thing figured out, and that first layer go down, you know, that slight little whiff of twang that I smelled had severely increased. It wasn't no little whiff no more. It was you know, it was
heavy.
A little hectic.
Yeah, it was heavy.
You know, but I'm like, shit, I'm locked up. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, clearly she was wearing like a G-string or something, because she reaches, and you know that thing was kind of fat back there. You know what I'm saying? So it can hold, you know, some, you know. When I see her reach back, now she's leaning forward on the bed, like she's getting her knees and stuff positioned. She had to get her pants right. When I see her reach back and like stick her hand kind of like in between it to pull the garment to the side, when I say that,
boo! Oh my God. That's what he smelled right there.
whiff had increased to his maximum potential. I immediately went from this to this in a matter of seconds.
Man, I wish this nigga Bill was free. I would have called this nigga so fast, bro. Oh my God.
And it kind of shriveled a little bit. So I'm like, damn, I can't go out bad, but why would you even come in here smelling like this, folks, when you know what you had planned today? So it makes me think, you know, she's probably just kind of a nasty woman, and she loves prison niggas for some reason, and most niggas who be in prison probably, you know what I'm saying, just don't even give a damn for real, because they niggas locked up. Some of these niggas probably ain't never getting out, you know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas be thirsty or whatever the case, so whether I take a shower or not, if I try to give it to one of these inmates, they gonna take it, you know what I'm saying? So she like, go ahead, bitch, what you doing? You gotta get right. So I'm like, shit, yeah, hold on real quick. She like, damn, you just was right. I was like, just be quiet, you gonna throw me off.
Hold on, y'all. Let me call my editor real quick because he hit me, man. Oh my God, this nigga's stupid, bro. Just be quiet because he go. Oh man, fool, this nigga is funny, bro. Free my nigga Bill Feezy, bro. This nigga not answering, bro. Shit, now I'm about to get mad. I'm about to hurt this nigga, bro. It's alright.
So I commence to, you know, sometimes you have to, you know, you gotta psych yourself out. So
Yo.
What's good?
I was just letting you know that I got 4 and 1, and I'm about to have 1. So I'm gonna have a 4-1-1 for you.
You seen it?
I bet I'm in the middle of a reaction, so let me get up off of this.
sometimes, you know, you might gotta let these, you know, kind of get in there first, and you deal what you're dealing with, and then you know, you can bounce back. You know what I'm saying? So, bro,
you don't put your finger in that.
Do this, like I say, it's light in here, so I can like see, but it's kind of dark in here at the same time. So when I, you know, go like this, you know, it's
damn
Aquafina immediately. So I'm like, okay. But the more, you know, you do this, and with my other hand, I'm like trying to get that, you know, right. But the more you do this, you know, just stirring your hands up in the Aquafina, and I'm just wording this way, you know, just for the this platform. And you know, you doing like this in the Aquafina, the more you stirring it up,
the fragrance.
It smells like 2 packs of tuna mixed with half a bottle of mustard, mayonnaise, 2 uncooked tilapias, and maybe a seafood boil. You know, the more you know, the Aquafina, it just smell like, it's like just whipping it up and holding it right up under my nose. I came up out of the Aquafina, you know, I kind of rubbed downwards. You know what I'm saying? Just to, there's a thing attached to the Aquafina jug, and it's kind of small, but that small thing, it's a lot of sensation. You know what I'm saying? So when I do that, maybe when I did one good slide and pulled it back, she hit my hand back and was like, "What you doing? Go ahead, boy." Bruh, when I did that one good slide, bruh, it felt like some clustered together bumps that had kind of hardened a little bit. And I'm like, whoa.
What? Nah, this nigga Bill, these.
Whoa. That is not, absolutely not supposed to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just to make sure I ain't tweaking, I just try to do it again. Damn, that scared me. Come like that. I hope the bump juice ain't get on my finger. My finger's gonna look like Star Crunches on it or something. But I do it again. She do the same thing. She was like, "What is you doing?" You know what I'm saying? And I confirmed it with the second. I was like, "Oh hell no!" But it didn't feel like no little bitty small cluster. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was damn big enough for the tip of my fingers to touch it and say, "Damn, this felt like some clustered up." So instantly, I pulled mine up. I'm like, "Man, I just can't get it right. Hold on, I'm gonna have to goddamn go in after Nike. Hold on." So I just shoot straight to the door. He's standing at the door with all his shower stuff. So I slide straight out the door. I said, "See, now, that shit stank like a motherfucker." And I think it feel like bumps on her shit. I don't know. He said, "Was it hitting though? Was it hitting?" was it hitting though? Was it hitting? I didn't hit it. Nigga, did you not hear what I just said? Man, you tripping, homie, watch out. So he slid in there, closed the door. So now I'm standing out there. Then I walk downstairs. You know, whatever. Man, once I made it to the window down there, I say probably maybe 1 minute. Maybe 1 minute went by. And she was coming walking out my room, looking stupid and suspicious. Walking out the room. When she get down there, I tell her, I'm like, hey, get right, man. Go in the bathroom, tighten up. On the right side of her black uniform shirt is literally a stain there. Let's just say Nike must have left a stain there. And like the back side part of her shirt wasn't all the way tucked in. So she was like, all right. So she shooting the bathroom. So she come back out. I was still standing down there. She was like, boy, you scary. She said, Nike, though? I'll fuck with him. I might got to run that back. So I told her, I was like, nah, hell no, man. I don't know. Maybe I was a little nervous. I just couldn't get right. She was like, but you was right at first. I said, yeah, I know. I don't know. But that shit got down.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of went away a little bit. She was like, yeah, I know how it be when you locked up. You ain't had nothing so long. I was like, yeah, we're going to run it back one day, though. She was like, I shoot back upstairs. I knock on the door. He like, yo. I'm like, you good, G? He like, yeah, come on. So I step in the room. I'm talking about, bro.
The room.
Now it smell like the concoction of all the different foods. It smell like that shit has been, like niggas had a food fight with the side. You know what I'm saying? Then it smell like a little nut must too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, bro, open that back window, bro. Turn these fans on. I put the door wide, open the walls down in there. So he like, bro, when I say that shit, bro, I probably lasted like 30 seconds, no cap. I'm just looking at the nigga, how dumb he look. I said, bro, you didn't hear what I told you that I felt? He said, man, what you trying to say? I said, nigga, it felt like some clustered up bumps on there, bro. That ain't right, bro. I said, that's probably why it smell like that. I said, you still here? He said, hell yeah. I said, she gave you a condom? He said, hell no, nigga, we ain't say nothing about no condom. He said, hey, get what, G? I'm gonna keep it real, though. I said, what's up? He said, bro, I think I slipped out down, shot off in her just a little bit, because by the time I got down, came out, I was already kind of feeling it. I said, yeah, nigga, you got that shit on her coat. I mean, her shirt. He said, you lying. I said, on God, I just pointed it out to her when she walked out the room. He was like, that crazy. He was like, well, I just went dumb on that little shit. So I'm like, nah. He like, you ain't gonna try to double back on us? I was like, hell no, bro. I think I'm straight on that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really know that I was acting funny until later that night when she got off work. And then she called and he was just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Every time she tried to kick it or involve me in it, I just act like I'm too busy, or I had Nike tell her, no, bro, on the phone. But all these other times, I wasn't ever acting like that. I was interacting. I was talking to her.
Yeah, you was with it. You was with the bullshit.
Funny. I think she about know what it is, but, bro, that shit reached the point after, like, I think that second day, bro, she had stopped, like, talking to me altogether. I mean, she still speak here and there, but as far as, like, if she call, if I don't say nothing, she ain't saying nothing. When we go out to chow or something, if I walk past her, she won't say nothing. She just started talking to Nike, whatever. So Nike talking about this is girl now, blah, 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 whatever. So now I'm telling him, like, I'll back you on anything financially, anything when we trying to get a package in or something. But as far as messing around with her, I was like, bro, that turned me off too much, bro. I'd rather go to the hub, bro. You know what I mean? That third day she worked, Nike, he did it again, bro. He had told me, feel me, in the morning, just step out, whatever the case is. So I did. I went and got in the shower this time. You know what I mean? Came back, room still smelled the same, bro. I'm talking about that shit would make you gag, bro. It would make you gag. I think it's probably the fourth or the fifth day after that, the initial time where she came to let us clap cheeks. And it's probably like 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. I had just put my phone up. You know what I'm saying? I was tired as hell. Just had put the phone up, laid down, turned my fan on, blowing it on me, getting ready to take my ass to sleep, kind of dozing off. But next thing you know, I hear screams so loud.
One thing I would have said about my nigga Bill, he got the best intuition, bro. He got the best intuition. He got the best intuition, bro.
Only thing I can think of, nigga done ran in my room and buzzed Nike with the candy bar some type of way. The only reason I ain't here is because I got this fan blowing all in my face. Now jump up real fast, grab the candy bar from the side of my bed, look up, kind of getting ready to jump off the bunk, but there was only one person standing there, Nike. His back was to me. He was like facing the locker boxes. And this man was screaming at the top of his lungs. I said, what the fuck wrong with you, G? And when I looked down, I kind of had to look away real quick because the nigga, I mean, he had shorts on, but he had his left hand inside the shorts, and it kind of pulled down. You could tell if you keep looking, you might see something you don't want to see. So I was like, G, what the hell wrong with you? What you got going on, folks? And he went to walking over to the toilet like this. He was like, oh, fuck, oh. He said, goddamn, my dick burning like a motherfucker, boy. This shit's so hot, boy. I said, nigga, that's probably from you drinking all them pops, nigga. You got to start drinking some water. I said, listen, this is all you got to do, bro. Let a few little drips come out, and then it, you know what I'm saying, probably go back to normal or whatever. So he tried it again. As soon as he tried it, that nigga screamed again. He said, bro, I can't do this.
Ah!
He said, man, this goddamn look like some yellow, clearish, yellowish tinted type shit.
Burnt his shit. Burn it! Burning. Call the fire department.
On my dick, bro. I say no. He said, no. I say, nigga, you got an STD, nigga. I say, baby, oh girl, goddamn. Yeah.
She
But
toasted
this
you,
man in
bro.
his toilet, no cap, probably for about an hour.
Yeah.
Trying to pee, probably for about an hour. I said, folk, we got a long time for that dope pop. You might need, feel me. He like, bro, I can't do this shit, bro. I can't do this. So he just stood up by the door. I'm talking to him. The nigga ignoring me. Now, I guess he got attitude. You feel me? So he's standing here at the door, probably for like the next 20 minutes with his hand in his pants, like squeezing it. I guess when you squeeze it.
Bro, I would have been crying, laughing. That's the fucked up part. I would have been crying,
You
laughing.
don't feel it until you let it go or something. I don't know. And the officer came around to do rounds. He went to hit the glass. The dude stopped, asked him what's up. He was like, bro, I got a medical emergency. I gotta go to medical, bro. I gotta go to medical. So the officer was like, what's going on, man? And this nigga gonna say, man, my dick melting off. My dick melting off. This bitch on fire, bro. I gotta get to medical immediately. So he the officer told him wait till he finished his rounds. You could hear him calling medical on the radio. So he walked, finished his rounds, whatever. He finally come out and take, bro. Keep in mind, it's so damn cold. That nigga left out with some shower shoes, some gray shorts, and a t-shirt on. I guess that motherfucker was so hot. That nigga said, I need to get out here in the cold. And try to cool off a little bit or something. So you see the officer walking him down there. The officer talking to him, asking, but the officer smiling and grinning. He thinks shit funny or whatever. I'm standing up there at the glass at the window. So when he get down there in the salad pole, you hear the nigga scream again from the salad pole. I guess he tried to piss again, considering how cold it was outside, and that didn't work. So then you eventually see them walking him up there to medical. I go hop back in the bed. I lay my head down. I say, shit, really, it is what it is. That nigga be back here to tell me what happened. And I went back to sleep. I don't really know exactly what was said or, you know, how things came about or whatever. But all I do know is I woke up to the door open and probably like maybe 4 something that morning. When I went outside and looked at the clock, it was around about 4-ish. And there was 2 officers coming in there packing up all Nike stuff. They took all his stuff out. They made me get down. They searched me. They asking me questions. I'm like, what the hell going on? They asked me questions about what officer been, you know what I'm saying? Because that boy got burnt. He got an STD. And, you know what I'm saying? He got burnt or whatever. Then the other girl going to try to be funny talking about some, or shit, y'all sure he ain't get it from one of these other inmates? And then the lady said, nah, I guess however he got it or whatever the test was they did, I don't know. Like, they know this nigga ain't on no funny. From a woman or whatever. But she was like, he got some type of STD, but they know it came from one of the female officers. Thank goodness them cameras in that dorm ain't work for real, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know nothing about nothing. So they searched the room looking for anything they could find. They didn't find nothing. They left, went on about their business. Ms. Zink came back trying to play so stupid, acting like she mad. Talking about, oh, that motherfucker, oh, I guess he was fucking with another bitch. I need to go get checked out now because ain't no way he was fucking with her. I'm sitting here looking at her like, that's the...
Ms. Zane. You dirty, sorry bitch.
Them clusters, I felt. But guess what? That nigga, they ended up sending Nike to the TIP program and made him stay back there for 9 months. Then they transferred him to another prison. There's something I came to conclusion with, though. That nigga was peeing on himself. That's when I used to be smelling pee. I knew I wasn't tripping. Because listen, if you get burnt or something like that, nigga, you ain't feeling it till you start trying to pee. When that nigga started screaming and I jumped up and looked, he was standing right here by the locker boxes. Why the hell was you right there?
You're not at the toilet.
I mean, your ass was peeing in the bed in your sleep probably, and you felt it woke you up because it was so hot that you jumped up.
Whoa!
He probably wasn't just gonna pee like a big puddle. He probably
You just gonna let a little bit out.
on the thigh, like a little drip out. Let it drip out a little bit just to see if he tripping or not. But nigga, how the hell you know you was burning and you laying in the bed? Why you wasn't standing by the toilet to begin with? So all the times I was smelling that pee, and when they moved that nigga out my room, I wasn't never smelling pee no more. So that's the story, bro. When Miss Zink burnt my roommate. Do the right thing, make money, not excuses. Stay out of trouble.
Shut up.
Damn, you know what I think about?
Shout out my nigga Bill. What, man?
I ain't never get my damn jacket back from that girl.
Man, free my nigga Bill, man. Oh my God. That is the funniest shit in the world, bro. Shout out that nigga, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I need free Bill fees in the comments, W Bills in the chats. When y'all pull it to the Twitch, man. Shout out my dog, man. We gone. ADD lad do it.